The Soviet Union shocked the world in 1957. It was a time of great tension and competition between the East and the West, and the Soviets had just made a monumental leap forward. Sputnik, a small, beeping satellite, was in orbit. This tiny metal sphere with its rhythmic beeps signaled a new era in human history. It was the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth, and it marked the beginning of humanity's journey into space. This was the dawn of the space age. The Soviets were winning. Their technological advancements were not just a matter of national pride but a demonstration of their scientific and engineering capabilities. The world watched in awe as the Soviet Union took the lead in this new frontier. For the West, it was a wake-up call. The launch of Sputnik sent shockwaves through the United States and its allies. It was a stark reminder that the Soviet Union was not only a formidable military power but also a leader in space technology. The Soviets had rockets powerful enough to reach space. These rockets, initially developed for military purposes, were now being used to explore the cosmos. The same technology that could launch a satellite into orbit could also deliver a nuclear warhead to distant targets. This meant they could also reach America with nuclear weapons. The implications were profound and terrifying. The Cold War had entered a new phase, where the threat of nuclear annihilation was coupled with the race to conquer space. Fear and uncertainty gripped the West. People were anxious about the potential for a nuclear strike and the technological gap that seemed to be widening. Protests and public outcry were common, as citizens demanded their governments catch up with the Soviet advancements. But for the Soviets, it was a moment of immense pride. The successful launch of Sputnik was celebrated across the nation. Parades were held, and the Soviet people rejoiced in their country's achievements. It was a testament to their hard work and dedication. Sputnik was a symbol of their technological prowess. It represented the culmination of years of research and development. Soviet scientists and engineers were hailed as heroes, and their work was showcased as proof of the superiority of the Soviet system. It showcased the strength of their socialist system. The Soviet government used Sputnik as a propaganda tool to demonstrate the effectiveness of their political and economic model. It was a clear message to the world that socialism could achieve great things. It was a propaganda victory, resonating across the globe. The launch of Sputnik was not just a scientific achievement but a strategic one. It captured the world's attention and positioned the Soviet Union as a leader in space exploration. The Soviet Union continued its string of space firsts. They sent the first living creatures into space, followed by the first human and even the first woman. Each milestone was a testament to their commitment to exploring the unknown. Yuri Gagarin became the first man in space in 1961. His historic flight made him an international hero and a symbol of Soviet space achievements. Gagarin's journey around the Earth was a monumental step in human space exploration. This solidified their early lead in the space race. The Soviet Union had set the pace, and the rest of the world was struggling to keep up. Their achievements in space were unmatched, and they continued to push the boundaries of what was possible. The world watched in awe. People from all corners of the globe were captivated by the Soviet space program. News broadcasts and newspapers covered every launch, and the achievements of the Soviet cosmonauts were celebrated worldwide. It seemed the Soviets were destined to dominate space. Their early successes laid the foundation for future exploration, and their vision for space seemed limitless. The world could only watch and wonder what the Soviet Union would achieve next. Sergei Korolev was the mastermind behind the Soviet space program's early successes. A brilliant engineer, he overcame incredible obstacles. Stalin's purges had sent him to a labor camp, yet he rose to lead the Soviet space effort. Korolev understood the power of propaganda. He pushed for bold, headline-grabbing missions. Sputnik and Gagarin's flight were testaments to his vision. He knew how to impress the world and the Kremlin. However, Korolev also faced the limitations of the Soviet system. Bureaucracy, secrecy, and a lack of resources hampered his work. There was constant pressure to deliver results, often at the expense of safety and long-term planning. Behind the scenes, the Soviet space program was facing challenges. The death of Stalin in 1953 created a power vacuum. This led to political maneuvering and instability. Space exploration, while still important, was no longer the sole focus. Nikita Khrushchev, Stalin's successor, was more interested in missiles than space exploration. He saw space as a way to showcase Soviet military might. This shift in focus had a profound impact on the space program. Funding for ambitious projects like a moon landing was diverted. Resources were spread thin among competing design bureaus. The once unified Soviet space program was becoming fragmented. The N-1 rocket was the Soviet Union's answer to America's Saturn V. It was a behemoth, designed to carry cosmonauts to the moon, but the N-1 was plagued with problems from the start. The rocket's engines were notoriously unreliable. They were also rushed into development without adequate testing. This led to a series of catastrophic failures. Each launch attempt ended in explosion. These failures were kept secret from the world, and even from many within the Soviet space program. The secrecy and lack of transparency only compounded the problems. Section 5. The burden of success, complacency, and the price of secrecy. The early successes of the Soviet space program had bred a sense of complacency. There was a belief that their system was superior, and that victory was inevitable. This led to a reluctance to change or adapt. Secrecy, once a tool to protect sensitive information, became a hindrance. It prevented the Soviets from learning from their mistakes. It also stifled innovation and collaboration. While the Americans were openly sharing their successes and failures, the Soviets kept theirs hidden. This ultimately hampered their progress and contributed to their downfall in the space race. Section 6. Across the ocean, a different approach, a different outcome. In contrast to the Soviet Union, the United States took a more open and collaborative approach to space exploration. NASA, a civilian agency, was formed in 1958. It embraced transparency and international cooperation. The U.S. space program benefited from a robust economy and strong political support. President John F. Kennedy's bold vision of landing a man on the moon galvanized the nation. NASA learned from its mistakes. The Apollo 1 fire, a tragedy that claimed the lives of 3 astronauts, led to a complete overhaul of safety procedures. This commitment to safety was crucial to the program's ultimate success. Section 7. One small step, one giant leap, the moon landing and its aftermath. On July 20, 1969, the world watched in awe as Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon. This monumental event was broadcast live to millions of viewers around the globe, uniting people in a shared moment of wonder and pride. Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," echoed through living rooms and public squares, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of humanity. It was a defining moment in human history, and a decisive victory for the United States in the space race. The successful landing on the moon not only demonstrated America's technological prowess, but also served as a powerful symbol of hope and possibility during a time of social and political upheaval. The image of the American flag planted firmly on the lunar surface became an iconic representation of human achievement and resilience. The moon landing was the culmination of years of hard work, innovation, and unwavering commitment. Thousands of scientists, engineers, and astronauts dedicated their lives to making this dream a reality. The Saturn V rocket, a marvel of engineering, played a crucial role in propelling the Apollo 11 mission beyond Earth's atmosphere and into the annals of history. It showcased the power of human ingenuity and the indomitable spirit of exploration. The experiments conducted on the lunar surface provided invaluable data that would inform future space missions and scientific research. The technological innovations developed during the Apollo program had far-reaching impacts, influencing advancements in various fields such as telecommunications, computing, and materials science. For the Soviet Union, the moon landing was a bitter pill to swallow. Despite their early successes in space exploration, including launching the first artificial satellite and sending the first human into space, they were unable to achieve the ultimate prize of landing on the moon. The event highlighted the intense competition and rivalry between the two superpowers during the Cold War era. It exposed the shortcomings of their system and marked the end of their dominance in space. The moon landing underscored the importance of collaboration, innovation, and perseverance in achieving great feats. While the Soviet Union continued to make significant contributions to space exploration, the Apollo 11 mission remains a testament to what humanity can accomplish when driven by a shared vision and relentless determination. Section 8. Beyond the finish line. The legacy of the space race. The space race had a profound impact on the world. It spurred technological innovation, leading to advancements in computing, materials science, and telecommunications. It also inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. The competition between the United States and the Soviet Union, while intense, also fostered a spirit of cooperation. Both nations recognized the importance of space exploration for the betterment of humanity. The legacy of the space race lives on today. International collaboration in space exploration is now the norm. The International Space Station stands as a testament to what can be achieved when nations work together. Section 9. Echoes of the Race Lessons Learned and the Future of Space Exploration. The story of the space race holds valuable lessons for today. It was a time of intense competition but also of incredible innovation and discovery. The Apollo missions, for example, not only landed humans on the moon but also spurred advancements in technology and science that have benefited society in countless ways. It highlights the importance of leadership, innovation, and a willingness to embrace new ideas. The engineers and scientists who worked tirelessly behind the scenes were driven by a shared vision and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Their dedication serves as a reminder that great achievements are often the result of collective effort and unwavering determination. It also underscores the need for transparency, collaboration, and a commitment to safety. In the high-stakes environment of space exploration, every detail matters. The tragic losses of the Challenger and Columbia shuttles remind us of the critical importance of rigorous safety protocols and the need for constant vigilance. As we venture further into space, we must remember the lessons of the past. The successes and failures of previous missions provide a roadmap for future endeavors. By learning from history, we can avoid repeating mistakes and build on the achievements of those who came before us. We must foster a spirit of cooperation and shared purpose. The International Space Station is a testament to what can be achieved when nations work together towards a common goal. It serves as a model for future international collaborations in space exploration. The future of space exploration depends on it. As we set our sights on Mars and beyond, the challenges will only grow more complex. It is only through collaboration and the pooling of resources and expertise that we can hope to overcome these challenges. The dream of reaching for the stars is a universal one. It inspires people of all ages and backgrounds to look up and wonder about the possibilities that lie beyond our planet. This sense of wonder drives innovation and fuels the desire to explore the unknown. It is a dream that transcends borders and ideologies. Space exploration has the power to unite us, reminding us that we are all inhabitants of the same small, fragile planet. By working together, we can achieve things that would be impossible alone. As we continue our journey into the cosmos, let us do so with courage, curiosity, and a shared commitment to a brighter future. The challenges ahead are immense, but so are the opportunities. Together, we can push the boundaries of what is possible and create a future where the stars are within our reach.